We are back, and we gave the Captain America movie a shot.
The new Captain America movie. It
The
feels
new
different.
Captain America movie. No, it's still Captain America. Okay, we didn't look up any reviews. We made sure our opinions weren't skewed. All we had to go off of was the Anthony Mackie debacle.
The controversy. A friend did tell me that Red Hulk was going to be in it, so I knew he was going to be in it.
I watched the trailers, so I already knew the Red Hulk
okay.
was going to be in it. Nonetheless, here are our thoughts.
What's up, guys? What up, Mono Brothers? I'm Daydreamer. This is Satirius.
How goes it?
Okay, before we start, we're not legit movie reviewers. That's not what this channel's about. We just talk about things that interest us, and this movie interests us per our last video.
Anywho's, in our last video, we were talking about the Anthony Mackie controversy. Essentially, he had made a statement stating that America should not be associated with Captain America. Was that right?
Something like that, yeah.
And then, the right lost it.
We think he just misspoke.
Exactly. And if you wanted to know what our thoughts were on that, go ahead and watch the video. We'll link it. And so we said we were going to watch it, come back, and give you guys our opinions. So here we are.
We watched it. I was bored.
Okay. Overall, out of 10, we gave it a 5. It's a pretty standard movie. And that sucks to say because we had hopes for it. We had high hopes for it.
I might even give it a 4, to be honest. I'm pretty sure my initial review, when we were talking about it with the team, it was like a 4 or a 3. It was bad. I didn't like it that much.
It's because there was some good parts, but like Daydreamer said, it was genuinely boring, and it sucks because we had high hopes.
Yes,
right?
The pacing just wasn't really good. I feel like they dragged out a lot of scenes where I'm just like, okay, I get the gist here. You can move on, but
that's kind of what's in. Well, aside from the fact that the pacing didn't hold up, we got a different feel of a different Captain America. One of the instances is the fact that he kept cussing.
Yeah,
and we're just so used to Captain America not cussing.
Not that he doesn't cuss, because he does cuss, but he doesn't cuss as much.
Once or twice a game. It's not part of his standard vernacular.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
It every once in a while comes out, but the instance was kind of appropriate.
No,
I just feel like it was an overcompensation.
It's a minor gripe though with this. I'm not super mad that he's cussing. It's fine. Sure. It's just when I heard him cuss, it threw me off a little bit, and I was subtly hoping, oh, this might be some sort of callback to Steve, and there might be like a running gag where the whole movie he's trying not to cuss and clean up his language. Nope, never happened. But I thought that would have been a cool use of that. But again, it's not a major thing. It's not like I'm super upset about it.
But I think that's also a play, the fact that they're trying to make their personality seem different. I think what they're trying to do here is they're not trying to make Sam Wilson seem like the next Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
You can clearly see that Sam's going to be Sam, Steve was Steve, and that's about it. And we kind of understood the type of personality Sam had. He was witty, funny, kind of a bit more aggressive with his language and his approach than Steve was.
But that kind of ties into the relationship he had with the new Falcon, Joaquin, is that his name?
Yeah, Joaquin.
It had the same of, I don't know, when I was watching the show, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the way that he interacted with Bucky, that felt like two men interacting. And when he was interacting with Joaquin, it felt like two boys, kind of just boyish, trying to figure it out. And there was just, I don't know, it was a weird distinction. I might not be explaining it right, but that's just how it made me feel.
The feeling was that Sam kind of stooped down to Joaquin's level in terms of age.
Yeah.
Not so much stooped down and became bad. He just started talking and acting like a kid almost.
Right.
The best way I can describe it was he was being a bit kiddish. Some of it was admirable, if I'm going to be honest. It showed that they had a really close bond with each other.
Yeah.
And I really do like that. I like the fact that partnership it seemed strong, and that Joaquin is loyal to Sam.
Yeah, I like that part too. But to be honest, I feel like they were trying to get us to care about the relationship a lot. Maybe. I just didn't. When he got shot out of the sky, when the Falcon got shot out of the sky, I don't know. I was like, I'm not as connected with him.
Here's the thing too, though. The other thing is that if you didn't watch, was it Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
You wouldn't know who Joaquin is.
Right.
I'm pretty sure they don't introduce him anywhere else. And I guess if we had watched that a little bit more, maybe we would have kept that relationship still alive.
Maybe. But I still don't feel like you need to rely on a show to set up this relationship. I feel like within the movie itself, they could have done it. But I don't know. It didn't happen for me. And that just might be a me thing. But anyways.
I actually did like the relationship.
So I didn't like
it was believable as person to person. Yeah.
I just wasn't as convinced by it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But let's get Sorry, go ahead.
Go for it. No. Well,
No.
I think there were some risky instances here, I'm going to say, with the whole DEI woke thing
Oh,
to give
okay.
some credibility to the approach that they did with the movie. Because there was a lot of concern with it being just a DEI woke movie. And I heard that they actually did some rewriting in the script and the storyline to
Oh,
kind of
really?
way. Yeah. Whether or not it was true, I don't know. But like I
I
think my
don't.
source was Daily Wire,
Oh,
I
okay.
think what.
I
Or
don't think it
something.
was bad because it was woke. I don't really didn't even see much wokeness to it. I think it was just bad because it was bad writing, in my opinion.
Yeah,
But
agreed.
as far as the criticisms of it being like any sort of woke thing, I haven't really seen that.
I think there were instances here and there within the movie. Um, I probably won't lay out the details, but they were minor and none of it was really distasteful. Maybe for like a couple comments made here and there, but depending on how sensitive they are, you can easily brush them off.
Hmm.
But most of it wasn't distasteful. But you could pick them out. Like you could see the connection there.
Yeah.
But it wasn't enough to like churn you away really. But one of our favorite parts for sure were the fighting scenes.
Yes.
We think that the Captain America portrayal, ex Falcon approach was really well done. Like they didn't force Sam's Captain America to fight like Steve Rogers' Captain America.
Hmm.
They really capitalized on the fact that he was Falcon, and they're just utilizing every aspect of his human and wings.
The best distinguishment between him and the old Cap is that
Hmm.
scene when he's fighting the fighter jets. I
Hmm.
thought that was
Oh yeah.
awesome. That
Oh
was
yeah.
that was the clearest separation of all this is a different Cap. That
Yeah.
was so
Absolutely.
freaking cool.
Yeah. And I think they really do a good job at like they're really emphasizing the fact that Sam doesn't have the serum. So he's using
Oh
all of
yeah,
his
that was cool.
gadgets and
Yes.
technologies to his advantage. Like there was not a single spot where they try to make Sam look like he was stronger than what he was.
Hmm.
Like although he is strong for going through this without any sort of superhuman abilities, but the fact that he really optimized all his tools.
I love the fact
And
that he doesn't have the
yeah,
serum. I love the
yeah.
fact when Bucky came in and talked to him and he was
Mhm.
like, "You don't need it. Cap wasn't who he was because of the serum." Would you be upset or would you be how would you feel if in the future he got the serum?
If there was no reason for him to take it and he took the serum, I would not be happy.
Okay.
I think he should not take it. But if there was an instance where he absolutely needed to, like, I don't know, he's walking up to Thanos as the last man standing. For whatever reason, the serum was the last thing he
Thanos is
needed.
back somehow. Okay.
But like you get the instance, right? That's
Okay.
like one
Okay.
of those
Yeah.
grave
Yeah.
instances where the
Gotcha.
serum may be of use. It's
But again,
okay, maybe.
all of that's just writing. Or you wouldn't be mad that said that they writ in the fact that he has to take the serum? That wouldn't get you mad?
Maybe. Yeah, no, I think so. I think
Okay.
so. I like the fact that he doesn't have the serum.
I do
So
too. I would
maybe
be upset if
restricting the statement. Yeah.
I'd be upset if he got the serum in any way. I think he's
Yeah.
doing good now and they can just ride around it. I think it's pretty cool. What did
Sure.
you think about his new Wakandan armor where he's now taking in damage and can output the damage himself?
I think that's great. I think that was very much a great tie into Wakanda. And it also shows that Tony Stark is no longer around.
Oh, true.
I,
Yeah.
I I think, and so it really plays on the relationship he has with Wakanda, and the fact that right now the Wakandians, the
Mhm.
Wakandans are the source of technology right now, the
Sure.
advancement. I don't know who, because otherwise I think Tony would be providing a lot of his equipment,
Mhm.
right? Um, I like it a lot. I do like it, the fact that he's utilizing that
I
technology.
wasn't too on board with it. I didn't like it too much until I remember that he doesn't have the serum. Then I'm
Mhm.
more like, okay, it doesn't make sense as like an equalizer.
Absolutely. I think without that ability, although he maybe uses it, well, maybe 3 times,
But he uses it pretty well. The
he
only
uses it when it's necessary.
the only thing I don't like is why doesn't the new Falcon have that same tech? You claim to care about this kid so much, and yet he does not have that same Wakandan. Give him one
That
wing.
is a bit weird.
Give him
That
one
is a bit
wing
weird.
with the Wakandan thingy, and then you have a regular. Like if there was my only thing is like, okay, maybe there's not enough of the tech for whatever reason to go around.
I don't know.
So give him your
The
wing.
relationship. Well, War Machine doesn't have all of the great stuff that Iron Man has either. He doesn't have a nanotech suit either. I've always like asked the question, why didn't Rhodey get a lot of the stuff that Tony got? Why didn't Tony hand off a lot of like the nanotechnology and the really upgraded suits? It's probably more of a well. It's first off, it's homage to Sam's old uniform and equipment, maybe in like a learning, hey, you're not quite there yet to get this cool stuff.
No, I think
Prove
it's dumb.
yourself kind of
I
thing.
think if whether Iron Man's doing it or the new Cap is doing it, I think it's dumb. Iron Man should have given Rhodey the thing, the new tech, and nope, it's stupid.
You know what's interesting though is that
What?
like Tony went all out for Spider-Man for Peter. He
Oh
pretty
yeah,
much went all out for Peter, like screwed everybody else over.
that's hilarious. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
And, like,
Oh,
anyways,
maybe he's so busy making tech for other people, he doesn't have time for his best bud.
I doubt that, dude. He had a whole movie dedicated to like 60 something suits.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what's even funnier? He didn't even he didn't let Rhodey wear any of them. It's such a weird dynamic with him, dude. But that's beside the fact.
Yeah,
Yes,
we're
that
getting
is.
off topic.
I think so far, I think that was probably like a really good, not the best, but it was a really good implementation. I think it was better than what I expected to get out of a Falcon Captain America. I don't know. I don't believe on that. Just
the suit.
acrobatically, yeah. Well, no, his capabilities.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That
I
was
think it
really well done
very
though.
done.
Yeah, all the fight scenes we liked a lot. Another thing I really liked was when the president gets shot, and the new Cap is talking with the president and the other security girl. I forgot what she was.
Ruth.
And Ruth. Yeah, they were kind of playing it like if Ruth was going to be, kind of evil or on the bad side or something. And so I was kind of annoyed. I rolled my eyes. I was like, ugh, like it's like the old storyline where like the person closest to you is going to betray you.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't. She ended up being like a good person, and honestly, she was the one that I ended up connecting with most in the end. Of like, I don't know, for some reason I had a fondness for her. I don't know why.
I was whatever about her.
I think it's just because of the misdirection, and I liked the fact that I didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was another
One
thing that I really
was
liked.
interesting too was the implementation of the SEALs. Now that I think about it, did something seem interesting about them bringing in Navy SEALs and then having them play some sort of a role in this? I don't know. It was just like because they don't really bring military into any of the Marvel movies, and they actually brought in Navy SEALs to this, like to kind of play on the fact that
He's working with the government.
this is different. He's working with the government, and I do like that approach a little bit.
I didn't really think about it much during the movie, but now that you point it out, it does seem pretty cool.
It's an interesting take on it. Sad that they had to kill off one of the SEALs, but
Yeah.
it was cool.
The last thing that I thought really sucked, I don't know how they would get around this, but I hate every time when they're fighting the Hulk and they have to like talk him down. It's so annoying.
There's only one instance where they didn't have to do that, aside from the Hulk movie.
Which was Iron Man, right?
Which was Iron Man, yeah.
How did he beat him?
He beat him with the Buster, Victoria, I think it's the name. Hulk Buster?
Yeah, that's like the only instant. But every single time the Hulk comes out, you're kind of expecting, oh yeah, he's gonna talk to him. It would have been funny if he had been like, "Hey guy, sun's getting real low."
I would have loved it if he had done that.
That would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
But at the end, the joke he made about, oh, Bucky's full of crap, I should need the serum is necessary or something, that was kind of funny too. That was a good joke.
Yeah.
That he made. But
I don't know. Isn't that just a Hulk thing though?
The flower petal going around the screen and the Hulk looking at it and him being talked down. It's just, I
What would
didn't
you
like
have
it.
like tips instead? Like actually him get beat?
I don't know.
I kind of expected that's how it was going to go down.
I did too, which is why I was annoyed.
I guess it was annoying, yeah. But it was also, all I wanted was for him to say, "Hey, buddy, sun's getting a little low." I would have been okay with that if he had said that, but we didn't get any of that. We got the rose petal or whatever. It was whatever. Not the greatest ending in my opinion.
To the fight. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. But I don't have a better way on how to end it, so
But the next kind of cool thing is the foreshadowing of the Avengers.
The new Avengers.
Clearly they're trying to bring that back, right? And
yes.
There was a good and a bad thing with how it was portrayed in this movie. The good thing was the fact that it was brought up and it foreshadows that Sam's going to lead the next Avengers, which would be kind of cool. I do think he was probably, I don't know who else would do it, but I think he is probably one of the better ones to lead the Avengers, if not the one to do it.
I was excited when he mentioned, I want you to build a new Avengers. I thought maybe that's where the movie was going to go. We were going to see him go grab more people. Again, I hadn't seen anything beforehand, but it didn't.
I actually didn't expect that to be in this movie. But the thing is, there just wasn't, it was just like, it was mentioned once and now we're kind of left with, okay, what are we doing with this? Are we actually going to legit be building Avengers? Maybe the next Captain America is going to be him doing that or whatever. But I didn't really expect him to start assembling people in this movie.
I didn't see any promotional stuff or nothing. So I just had the movie to go off of. When he entered the room and says, I want you to build a new Avengers. All I know is that this is called Captain America, A Brave New World. New could also be new Avengers. So I don't know. That's the only connection that I made in there. But it didn't happen, and I was a little upset. But it's fine.
I guess we could pick out some characters. We have a new Falcon. We have the Captain America. Bucky's probably going to come back.
I like Bucky being some sort of congressman. That was pretty cool.
Oh, that's an interesting twist too.
That
yes.
is. I don't know where that's going, but that sounds sick.
Anyways, overall,
there was good
still,
parts of it,
yeah.
but it largely sucked.
I think they
contradictory nature.
Dirty.
Huh?
I think they did Sam Wilson dirty in
the
storytelling, but they did make him look really cool as Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
There is no doubt about that.
Yep.
So I'm glad that they made him look cool as Captain America. I got the same amount of excitement and wow, this is really cool as I did with Steve Rogers Captain America, and I'm happy about that.
Ooh. I don't know if
I the first time I saw Captain Rogers, like when I really fell in love with Captain America was Winter Soldier.
Sure.
Like the portrayal they gave of that Captain America was really freaking cool.
That was a cool one.
And so I was kind of hoping, like I was worried they were gonna do. Yeah.
I get what you mean. I see the potential in this one, and I do. Again, those fight scenes were really cool.
Because the thing is, I shouldn't compare Steve Rogers Captain America with Sam Wilson's. And sure. I made sure to emphasize the fact that he didn't have the serum, and he's really utilizing what he has and what he knows to his ability.
Mm-hmm.
And they're doing it really well, in my opinion. And that's what I'm really happy about. So I'm excited about this Captain America as Sam Wilson, because it doesn't try to force him to be a serum to Steve Rogers. It's just Sam Wilson as he knows himself to be. I would like to acknowledge the fact that Hulk came with this heavy black pole. He swung it around real hard, and he literally caught the thing with his hands.
Did he?
Yeah. But obviously he had his thrusters and stuff like that to stop it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
He caught the thing with his hands, which was impressive. It leads to more questions in my mind. Like, Hulk was swinging that thing, and like I don't think your hands, even with your thrusters, were strong enough to catch that.
Oh, I see.
That was impressive.
But we'll suspend our belief or disbelief, whatever the heck the saying is.
Anyways, overall, I give it a 5. Daydreamer gives it a 3.5.
4, because now that we talked about it, I'm more happy with it.
Yeah, 4. It wasn't the greatest, but I am happy with Sam Wilson's Captain America as he's been portrayed so far. The movie was poorly written. Anyways, what do you guys think?
Did you guys hate the movie? Do you like the new Cap? Do you think he shouldn't get the serum? Do you think Bucky should be a congressman? Would you vote for him? Do you think he's a Republican or a Democrat?
Ooh.
That's a whole separate video. Anyways, thanks for watching. Let us know what you guys...
the final, most pressing question. Do you think Anthony Mackie hates America?
Oh.
All right then.
Let us know in the comments down below.
See you guys.